Hello students, Apna Study presents you the Hindu News Bulletins for the 23rd of June. Let's dive in. Before we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
National News. GM rubber grows in Northeast India.
Rubber Board Research Farm on the outskirts of Guwahati now sports the world's first genetically modified GM rubber plant. The GM rubber has additional copies of the gene MnSOD, or manganese-containing superoxide dismutase, inserted in the plant. Natural rubber is a native of warm humid Amazon forests and is not naturally suited for colder conditions in the northeast.
The PMO's move to drop preconditions sets the ground for the June 24 talks.
The PMO's move is a significant scaling down of the BJP's position on the issue of special status for J&K. It remains to be seen if Prime Minister Narendra Modi would listen and respond to the position of the Gupkar Alliance, an amalgam of 5 political parties seeking a pre-August 5th position.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi to make an announcement on integrated theatre commands.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to make an announcement on the creation of integrated theatre commands soon. The Air Defence Command, Maritime Theatre Command, Integrated Eastern Theatre Command and Integrated Western Theatre Command are on the anvil. Chief of Defence Staff, CDs, Gen Bipin Rawat chaired a meeting with the Vice Chiefs of the 3 services.
Madhya Pradesh hits all-time low on Tuesday.
India posted an all-time high of 89 lakh doses on Monday, the first day of the new liberalised policy, with the centre procuring vaccines on behalf of the states. MP, Haryana and Karnataka posted the most significant increases when compared to the average daily dose per month.
COVID-19 vaccines in India, the highest dosage in a single day.
Until 9 p.m. on Tuesday, over 52.8 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccines were administered in India. A day before, 87.3 lakh doses were administered, the highest ever in a single day since the inoculation drive began. To fully inoculate all adults by the end of this year, 82 lakh doses need to be given daily.
The Taliban and the United Nations achieving a peace agreement.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said talks between the Afghanistan government and the Taliban have not resulted in any reduction in violence. He said India is supportive of the intra-Afghan negotiations. Jaishankar called for the United Nations to play a leading role in the reconciliation process.
COVID-19 an overview.
A parliamentary panel asked the Ministry of Women and Child Development to conduct a survey on the impact of the pandemic on Anganwadi services and malnutrition levels among children. The panel has reportedly expressed its disbelief on the NCPCR submission before the Supreme Court that there were 3,500 children orphaned during the pandemic.
International news. Press freedom in Hong Kong under new national security law.
Carrie Lam rejects US criticism of recent action against a pro-democracy newspaper. Authorities froze the assets of Hong Kong's largest newspaper, Apple Daily, last week. 2 of the paper's executives were charged with a national security crime, collusion.
Canada's statement to the UN Human Rights Council, UNHRC.
More than 40 countries led by Canada voiced grave concerns at the UN Human Rights Council, UNHRC, on Tuesday about China's actions in Xinjiang, Hong Kong and Tibet. The statement was supported by Australia, Britain, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Spain and the US, among others.
China's crackdown on cryptocurrencies.
The price of Bitcoin has more than halved in the last 2 months after hitting a peak in mid-April. China has reportedly cracked down on crypto mining operations. China accounts for nearly 2/3 of the total computational power that takes place in China. The People's Bank of China directed banks and payment firms to pull the plug on cryptocurrency trading.
The Biden administration will allocate 55 million doses of the 80 million dosages.
It is unclear how many doses India will receive in this second allocation. Of the 80 million, 60 million are AstraZeneca vaccines, not yet approved for use in the US. Of the 55 million doses, 41 million will be shared via COVID-19 Vaccines Global Access. Of this, approximately 14 million will go to Asian countries, including India.
Afghanistan, no military solution.
UN Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield told the Taliban that there is no military solution in Afghanistan. US troops are nearing a September 11th deadline for complete withdrawal from the country. Afghanistan has seen an increasing level of violence in recent months as the Taliban make territorial gains.
Business news. Jet Airways reborn.
The National Company Law Tribunal gave 90 days to the Ministry of Civil Aviation for allotting airport slots to the airline. The government had submitted that Jet Airways did not have a claim over airport slots held by it earlier. Jet Airways suspended flight operations in April 2019 due to a cash crunch.
NMDC says Q4 profit and total income for FY21 are new records.
NMDC said its consolidated net profit surged to 2,836 crore rupees for the quarter ended March from 315 crore rupees in the year-earlier period. Iron ore sales increased 29% to 11.09 Mt. NMDC said Q4 profit and total income as well as FY21 turnover were new records.
Sports news. 3 newcomers from India in England.
Shubman Gill impressed in his first test in England against New Zealand. The batsman was confident, untroubled and peaceful in Southampton. He was compared to Sachin Tendulkar or Virat Kohli in the way he bats. Gill might be the batsman to watch in the England series following the World Test Championship.
New Zealand vs India Test preview.
India was 64 for 2 in 30 overs in its second innings at stumps on the 5th day of the World Test Championship final against New Zealand. Cheteshwar Pujara 12 and skipper Virat Kohli 8 were at the crease at close. Earlier, New Zealand had taken a 32-run lead after scoring 249.